This design makes extensive use of Japanese box hedging, runs down the side and across, and is also used in front of the dwelling. If we just zoom in on the way in which that's been indicated, you may be able to see that hedging is indicated by a hatch pattern, a dashed line hatch pattern. There may be an easier way to indicate hedging by going Library, Plants and Size, and there's a folder called Hedge, and we put one in called uPlant Hedge 02. Let's open it and let's insert it into the drawing, and we'll bring it in, and I think we can pop it down there, and I think that gives us quite a reasonable looking box hedge symbol. Well, what we'll now do is take out those earlier symbols and we'll just pick our new added symbol, and we'll put Polar on and right click and copy, and as a base point I'll pick over this side, and I should be able to simply copy those hedge symbols across, and if I get to the end point there I can pop that one in and then select that last one and use our rotate and bring it like so. So now it'll be a matter of working my way up the left hand side, and there's our symbol for a box hedge. Well, if you reach an end point such as we have here and the block extends over onto a pathway or a stairwell, just select the block, explode it, and then eliminate by selecting those and erase them, and we'll knock off that one and that one, but of course they do overlap the path from time to time. Well, as I'm working on placing the symbol for the Japanese box head along this zone through here, you might find that if you put ortho on at this point, even though I've got polar on, with polar on you have to really concentrate on whether the crosshairs are sitting vertically or horizontally. Just pop ortho on for a short time and then use your copy symbol like so and bring the hedge symbol down. That will ensure that it stays perfectly on track and copies in a straight line down. You may well decide that your symbol for the hedge is not quite dense enough. Don't forget that it's a simple matter to select the block and right click, pick edit block and come back in here, and let's edit the block by copying. We'll make our symbol denser by putting a little more colour, if you like, at the extremities of our symbol, like so. And the moment I say finish and then close the block editor, all copies of that block automatically get updated, and so we've got a much denser image or symbol, if you like, for the hedge. Don't forget that symbol has not gone into your block library, so if you use this symbol in another drawing, you'd have to go through the same process, or create a better thing would be a denser symbol. So I hope that shows that you can edit the blocks on the fly and improve the appearance of your drafting. Do the same here. Notice that this symbol here for, what is it, a viburnum, so it'll be a hedge, a bigger hedge along the front there for screening, that doesn't really stand out all that well. So let's pick the block, edit the block. We'll pick a reasonable number of these symbols in it, and we'll just darken the colour, make that colour 76, and we might pick the circle there and say we're going to fill it. We could even set the transparency to that fill, and I'll actually change the colour to, say, 84, and I'll set the transparency to, say, 100, and we'll close our block editor. Can you see now that our viburnum symbol changes in intensity and stands out a little more? So all blocks that you use in the drawing can be edited on the fly to give them a stronger definition, if you like. Don't forget, once you use transparency in a drawing, in order to print it, and here's an example, if you print to a PDF writer, you'll find printing takes a very long time. It will work, but you've got to wait a long, long time. Go and have a cup of coffee while it's occurring. Sometimes it might even lock up gCADPlus. That's why we give you File and Save as PDF, and that will work quickly, but won't give you the precise scaling factor that we got earlier. If we go File here and Print, we can say we're going to our Qt PDF writer. We're scaling 1:1. We're going to print the paper of this scale bar, which appears now on the A3 sheet. Let's go back to the model, and that scale bar, let's pan down a little. If we use the distance command and work from one side to the other, it's 5,000, so it's 5 meters long. On an A3 sheet at a scale of 1 to 100, you print that using the Qt PDF writer. On an A3 sheet, printed 1:1 at a scale of 100, you'll be able to measure that, which was, you remember in the full-size model, 5,000 millimeters. Take off the 100 for the 1 to 100 scale, put a ruler along, and that line will measure 50 millimeters long. So your scaling is precise. Just to reiterate, if you go File and Save as PDF, and we'll say Window and High, and OK that, we set, you can see that we're, in a sense, arbitrarily setting our window up around the A3 sheet. So we get a little variation in the precise scaling factor. That's the real advantage of having that internal scale. So I hope that helps you understand printing to PDF, saving as PDF, using PDF writers, and early on in the series, updating blocks on the fly to get better definition.